Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So today we've seen finally a little bit of movement, but in the end, I know how it looks like, red, yes, but we haven't really broken out of the range yet anyway. In the previous video today, we already saw that we had broken below this trend line. So it was a bit of a warning that it could go down a little bit lower. We even retested it from below, but overall, not too much of a decline compared to, we're basically there where we were last Friday. So we haven't really moved out of the range. We are still hovering here. This could even become a much larger range. It could be could become a so-called, you could call it a rectangle pattern. Yeah. It's not an Elliott Wave pattern, but typically what you would consider maybe a double zigzag, yeah, would constitute a rectangle pattern, or a double flat or something, these more complex corrections. Wave structure has become increasingly messy here over the last few days. Today we see a bit of volatility, probably in anticipation of the the FOMC meeting minutes. To be honest, I don't actually know if they've 2 p.m. Eastern time. No, I think they haven't come out yet. Unless I'm wrong with the calculations, but 2 p.m. Eastern time, they should come out today. I think they haven't come out yet, and that probably generates a little bit of volatility here, a little bit of negative anticipation ahead of the release of the minutes, but they are not normally generating too much volatility. Now at the moment, I can still see this here as a wave 4, yeah, no change to the wave count. I highlighted to you in the previous videos that as long as we're holding the 50% fib retracement here at 23,340, we are still in a position to count this as a wave 4. It's only that below that level we can't really count it as a wave 4 anymore, because normally you would not expect a wave 4 to drop more than the 50% retracement. So it would then probably become a wave 2. That would be my first call, that I would then count it a wave 2. The thing is, with a wave 2, a wave 2 can be finished at the 50% retracement as well, you know that. And however, it could even come down to the 78.6 retracement at 22,230. So did highlight to you, if we break below this support level, we can retest those lows of early last week in that zone. And that's probably what we're going to do then. Should we drop below 23,340. However, I also emphasize to you, because of that, because it can easily morph from a wave 4 into a wave 2, that I would be very careful with shorts. Yeah, trading this on the short side is also, in my opinion, risky, because you are just shorting into another support area. So yeah, I would be careful with shorting here in this sort of structure. I know it hasn't moved. I know a lot of people are getting a bit bored, but always bear in mind, it's not an action movie. It's not a video game. You get these movements, these ranges, and looking at this on a day like that always seems like a big sell-off, but actually, 2.6%, we're basically there where we were Friday, and we're just moving in a range at the moment. Yeah. I had a question in the previous video why I'm so bullish. I don't think I'm actually so bullish. Some people tell me I'm bearish, some people tell me I'm bullish, but I think I could clear it up with my reply to the comment. It's, you need to, it all depends on the time frame you're looking at. I think that is what confuses many, or can be confusing in financial markets. If you look here on the, it's not a daily time frame, but I zoom out, yeah, and we can see the movement since November. Looking at this, yeah, this here was a 1-2 setup, okay? And then we rallied in a wave 3, this is a wave 4, and this a wave 5. Now this could be over. I highlighted that in the previous videos, not going to repeat it all again. Minimum expectations fulfilled. Ideally, it goes a bit higher in this 5th wave. It can also extend much further, this 5th wave, unfortunately, yeah? Due to extensions and volatility in the crypto market, it can. I think in the previous video, we looked at a maximum sort of 35K as an absolute maximum, if this extends out further. Now, the extension will not happen in a straight line, so you will get setbacks and so on. Is it likely? No, I don't think it should extend too much, but obviously I don't know. But yeah, in the most likely scenario, we basically get at least one more push here to the upside, more into the sort of 26, 27K region. That should be it, because the 3rd wave got extended. If the 3rd wave got extended, normally the 5th wave doesn't extend out too much, and adheres more to normally, sort of regular targets. And that then we talk about the 26, 27K area. However, looking at the entire movement, we've come to sort of towards the end of this long uptrend. Yeah, surely if you look at where we are now and we say, okay, we could go to 26, 27K, that seems like a lot of space, yeah, a lot of profits or movement. However, if you look at where we come from, I mean, around about 16K, it's not that much, you know, percentage-wise anymore compared to the entire move. And therefore, measured against the entirety of that move, we are basically getting towards the end of that rally, at least, well, objectively, because it's a wave 5, but a wave 5 can also extend. Now that's where we then need to go into the lower time frame and look at the lower time frame movements. And if we do that, we can see that this fifth wave has fulfilled minimum expectations. Ideally, we get one more wave up. If we don't go up from here, yeah, and it is not a wave 4 with a wave 5 to the upside, then it's probably, or at least that's the next likely option, a wave 1 to the upside, a wave 2, which retraces more, which could set us up for a third wave rally in a wave 5. And that would be an extension, yeah, provided, of course, we are holding this support area down here. So things are still, I would say, looking short term, still bullish. I know that we see a lot of red here, but bear in mind that when we break below this support, then we are retesting the lows of early last week. Now that's not too far away, okay? That's not too far away. And this could easily morph from a wave 4 into a wave 2, which could then rally in a third wave. So there is still upside potential, even if we break out of this imminent range. But for now, I'm counting it as wave 4, and I still expect at the moment a movement into the 26, 27K region. If we look at the micro structure here, we can see, I would count the, let me see. There's obviously a few ways how this could be constructed. Okay, there's a few ways how this can be constructed. I've got it as a wave 4 down, yeah. Then here wave 4 down, wave 5 to the upside, which finishes this third wave, and then here possibly an A wave down, a B wave up, and a C wave down. Still in the wave 4. You know, you can try to put in all sorts of micro counts here. Other interpretations are possible. It's not worth really going down that rabbit hole in the end. These micro counts often get invalidated, but they can give you a good orientation. But yeah, at the moment, I would say, you know, if to get a first idea that we are reversing to the upside, Bitcoin would need to break above the 24,250 level. It's this last swing high. Until then, very short-term trend is down. But looking at this entire thing here, the trend is actually up. Yeah, key levels for support are 23,340 still. Below that level, we've got 22,880 and 22,230. The thing is, though, below the 78.6 retracement, it will get much harder for the bulls to remain in control, and the bears will probably take over, then finally pushing us down, most likely in this region then, of a wave 2, A, B, C. But yeah, I'm going to give you the different scenarios as we go along. For now, I'm watching if we can hold 23,340, and if we do, we should get this fifth wave of the fifth to the upside. Generally, when you see a day like that and we see red, yeah, this can turn around at an instant. That is what cryptos do all the time. Yeah, they can just turn around at an instant. And be aware that the Fed interest rate or the FOMC interest rate meeting minutes will come out, unless I'm completely wrong now with Eastern time and UK time, but I think I'm not. I think they will come out in around about half an hour. So yeah, hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.